Hi, Year Sevens. So this lesson is about um, exercise 6.3 from the Year 8 textbook. So this is finding percentages of an amount. So we've done looking at fractions and converting them into percentages, but this is when you've got an amount and you want to find a percentage of it. So there are a couple of ways to do this, and I've written down some steps for you to follow. So you can use these are the steps you follow when you're working with fractions. So what you do first is you write the percentage as a fraction with the denominator out of 100. So remember, like I said, a percentage is out of 100. You change the of, so we'll do some examples and you'll see this will naturally come to you. Change the of into a multiplication sign. Making sure that both of these are in fractions. You cancel out, you simplify like we've been doing in the other topics, and you multiply across, and you divide. So this seems like a lot of steps. Again, you don't have to memorize this because once you start doing the questions, you'll get it straight away. That's with fractions. This is with decimals. So what you're doing is you're converting the percentage into a decimal. So remember that, let's say I've got 16%. That is 16 out of 100, which can be written as 0.16. So you do that into a decimal first, then you multiply, and that's it. So we're going to do a couple of questions. So like I said, please make sure you've written the title, Year 8, 6.3, find a percentage of the amount, and this is question 1. So I want everyone to write this question out. So as you see, it's different. This is find 20% of 35. So let's say, for example, I've got 35 lollies and I need to work out how many 20% of that is. So what you do first is I'm going to convert this percentage into a fraction. So I'm going to convert it out of 100. We're going to change this of into multiplication, and this 35, because it's a whole number, I'm going to convert it into a fraction, putting it over 1. So again, I've converted everything into fractions. Remember, the percentage is out of 100 and the whole number is out of 1. Always remember that. Okay, now we're going to do our normal steps of multiplying fractions. So remember, like I said, you simplify the fractions first. So what I like to do is I might cut the zeros out, and then I'll go look into 2 and 10. So 2 into 10 is 1 and 5, because I'm going to divide it by 2. Then remember, you can go up and down or across. You can't do sideways. So now look at 5 and 35. So we know 5 goes into 35 7 times. This turns into 1. And I can't simplify anything else. So 1 times 7 is what I have at the bottom. And I've got 1 times 1 times 7 is at the top. 1 times 1 is at the bottom, which makes it 7 over 1. And I can change that into 7. So that means if I had 35 lollies, 20% means I have 7 lollies. Remember, your answer is not in percentages because it's asking for an amount. It's not asking for a percentage. So hopefully that makes sense. All right, this is question 2. So write this out. So find 46% of 75. My pen working. Okay. So again, the same thing. Again, pause this video, do the question, and then we'll go to the answers. So just give me 1 sec. Let me just rewrite that again. So 46%, I'm going to write it as 46 over 100, turn into multiply, and then do 75 over 1. Then I'm going to simplify. I know that to simplify, look at the numbers and see what you can simplify the best. And I know 175, 25 goes into both. So I can be like, okay, 25 goes to 75 3 times, 4 times here. I can divide 46 and 4 by 2. This becomes 23. This becomes 2. Looking up and down, looking diagonally, can't do anything else. So at the top, I've got 23 times 3. And at the bottom, I've got 2 times 1. So you do 23 times, oh my goodness, sorry. You could do 23 times 3. Any kind of working out you can do with the piece of paper on the side. So this is 9 and 6. It'll be 69 over 2. For this question, actually, let me just confirm something. So that is a fraction, but we want to make sure, I'll prefer if it's in a decimal. So let me just get a new page. I'll just do it on the side here. So I'm going to do 2 divided by 69. We'll do it to one decimal place. So 2 to 6 is 3. 2 to 9 is 4. With one remainder, I'm going to put a decimal there, make this into a 0. We can only do one decimal place actually. 2 to 10 is 5. Therefore, my answer is 34.5. So let's say I've got 75 oranges. I want to work out 46% of it, which is 34.5, which is 34 full oranges and half of another orange. All right, last question, question 3. Of the 250 students, please write this down. Of the 250 students selected at random to complete a survey, 16% of it was year 11. So this is like I sent out a survey, school sent out a survey, we worked out 16% of it was year 11. We want to work out how many that is. So we know the percentage, but I want to work out how much that is in numbers. So again, it's the same thing. So get rid of this. Sorry. So what I'll do is 16%. So remember, these are worded questions. So you need to identify, obviously, there are two numbers and how you're going to convert them into fractions. So I'll do 16 over 100 times 250 over 1, because 16% was that and 250 is the total. I'm going to simplify. I get rid of the zeros first. It's just easier for me. Then 10 and 25, I'm going to divide it by 5. This becomes 2. This becomes 5. 16 and 2, I can divide it by 2. 1 and 8. Can't do anything else, so I've got 8 times 5 at the top and 1 times 1 at the bottom, which is 40 over 1, which is 40. So that means I've got only 40 year 11 students completed that survey. Please remember, it is not a percentage, it is an amount. Okay, what I want you guys to do next is complete these questions. What I'll do is I'll get rid of these. All right, just do question 2 ADG, 3 ADG, 7 ADG, question 14. Once you're done, check your answers and again, highlight the questions that you need further help with. And as mentioned, this is the Year 8 book. That's it. Thanks, guys.